Hello, welcome to CADEM CNC Gyan online. This talk is part of a series of lectures on CNC machining from CADEM Technologies. You may be a teacher in a technical institution, you may be in industry, on the shop floor, you may be an entrepreneur. Whatever your role, these lectures are designed to quickly give you basic knowledge of CNC machining, which you can then build upon. This set of 8 videos simplify the complex area of CNC technology. These lecture videos extensively use CADEM's multimedia CNC education software to bring the shop floor live on your screen. Happy learning. In this lecture, I will show you how a CNC machining center is operated. To illustrate the operation of a machining center, I will be using CADEM's Do-NC Multimedia CNC Machine Simulator. I will be using CADEM's Do-NC CNC Machine Simulation software to show machine operation. The simulator works exactly like a real machine, except that instead of a real machine, you get a graphical machine. Instead of real part and tools, you load the part and tools graphically. Otherwise, the simulator is exactly the same as an actual machine, and what I will show you now is exactly what you do on the machine. This is the console through which you perform most of the operations. This is the emergency stop button which you press when something is going wrong and you want to stop the machine immediately. To start the machine, we first release the emergency stop. This is the edit lock. It locks all programs and other data so that they cannot be altered by accident. We must unlock this key to make changes to the programs and tool data. After starting, the machine axis must be moved to their home positions. Press the home button. Press the X key to move to X home, Y to move to Y home, and Z to move to the Z home. Change to the edit mode to enter and edit programs. Go to the program mode. You can enter the program using the alphabet and number keys. Here we are calling a program that has already been entered. We now tell the machine where the X0, Y0 is and the length of each tool. This is called setting the work and tool offsets. To do this, we first mount a probe in the spindle and select a feeler gauge of appropriate thickness. We now define the raw material size, the dimensions of a rectangular block. We define the clamping of the part, the type and position of clamps. We set the work offset X coordinate. We use the jog keys to move the probe to touch the feeler gauge. At the bottom left of the screen, you can see a message that tells you when the probe is touching the feeler gauge. It tells you if the feeler gauge is too tight, too loose, or just right. We now go to the work offsets page and set the X coordinate for the work offset. We now set the work offset value for Y. X and Y offsets can be set using a probe or electronic edge finder. Z offset can be set with an electronic Z-axis gauge placed on the part or by touching the part with a tool. We remove the probe from the spindle. Now load tools in the magazine. There is only one tool used in this program. We now set the work offset Z value by touching the surface of the part with the tool. To do this, we first start the spindle in the MDI mode. If we have multiple tools, we could also use the electronic Z-axis gauge with an external tool presetter that measures tool lengths. We move the tool in the jog mode till it just touches the top of the part. We go to the work offsets page and set the Z coordinate for the work offset. Part setting is done. We have mounted the raw material, mounted the tools, entered the offsets, and we can now cut the part. We home the axis so that the tool starts from a safe position. Select the memory mode and press cycle start. The part is now done. I hope you found this talk useful. If you have any questions about CNC machining, please call me on the CNC Gyan helpline.